He'll bring it out. It's flight. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road, first drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Running back searching for a hole. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
After the misfire, it's second down. He leaves it with his back. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, opponent.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Wide receiver shows motion. Unloads to the wideout. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that didn't go incomplete.
If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Firing to the right, complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Third and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
South Carolina.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Fourth down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
South Carolina 3, Kentucky 0.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. Motion from the offense. Now on the move. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. So loud it's rattling your fillings on third and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. That kind of speed behind center, is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
The incomplete pass leaves them with second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he's running in the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's going to run it back. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice.
He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. He's not afraid to go deep. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously.
And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Getting the extra point block soured that touchdown drive just a bit, but they'll line up to kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to...
All kinds of room to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina. On to attempt the try. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Offense in a bunch formation. He's looking to throw it. Dances away from the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He fires a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jess.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away, and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Showing the arm strength to the left. Picked off. Got some room to run. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's got his man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. They'll line up for a second down play. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He wants to throw here on second down. Got his man downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a first down.
And you got man-to-man coverage and running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Bringing it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He turns that loose down the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
They don't mind being aggressive from deep in their own end, and it paid off there as they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he makes the catch inside the 20. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Bounced off his feet.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, they convert. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Sellers. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
To the ground with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Got a lot of running room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touch pass on the run. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Berkeley for some time. They're up by 35 over the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. He's got it down the left. He's loose. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
To the air, it's Sellers. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 fourth-down attempts. They'll try it again. And the pass hits, picked off. Touchdown, Kentucky! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, South Carolina. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. The give to the back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I love this because you've got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Rifles it down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
And the extra point was good, no incident there, and we are tied up in the third. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the 1st.
Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
First down to start the drive after the break. On the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Gain of 4. Brings up 2nd down.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. On the move. He breaks a tackle. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll start this drive firing. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
The back goes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Brings up 3rd down.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback checking off. 3rd down play from the gun. Looking left. Got his man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, look out! He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Wildcats!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Washington State ran roughshod over the competition en route to a double-digit victory, and they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Got room at the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on 1st down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
They'll leave it with the lone back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Here's the handoff. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. This crowd knows when to bring it. They want to run it left here. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
What a great play by the defense. And a play like that in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
They're organized as we come down the gut of the game. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Looking to pass on second down. Pulls it in on the left. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Kentucky. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll need to be very sound here. Limit this return and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. Fair catch, called for and made. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. They're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. At that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Down 4 late. They have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown Gamecocks! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
South Carolina.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Man, that was exhilarating, incredible game from start to finish, and I mean the very finish.
And you have to dial in at those moments, right? It's easier said than done. Oh, I'm going to call this, but in the clutch, when you need it the most, you've got to put possessions together. You've got to get in the end zone to come through. This offense has got to be jacked.
Looking back on it, too, was there ever any doubt that that was the guy they were going to go to when the game was on the line? This dude's been making plays all season long.